Hi, welcome to this quick tutorial on using FUZE for conferencing. I'm going to show you the options for downloading and how we use FUZE. So there are two ways that you might be receiving your FUZE invite, and one of those would be through an email like this one. When you see this, it lets you know that this is your FUZE number, and you can click here and go directly into the meeting. There will be some prompting if you have not downloaded FUZE, but otherwise it should take you straight into the meeting. So if you know you're going to be using FUZE, then you should come down to this link and go ahead and download FUZE. And I'm going to show you what that looks like when you download FUZE. When you need to download FUZE, you'll come to this website. Now, if you clicked on the email, it will take you to the next page. But if you wish to download FUZE before the meeting time or before you get that invite, you can easily scroll down to the bottom of the FUZE, FUZE.com, and right here is a download button, right at the bottom, third one down. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and this is the page you would come to if you had clicked the link in the email. So this allows you to download FUZE for Mac and Windows. You can also download the app and use the app for a FUZE meeting. Now, if you're hosting the FUZE meeting or you're the moderator, you cannot use the app. You must use the computer. You can also download it for Google Play for Android phones. Now, there is a special download for Linux. Don't worry about that. If you have Linux, you know you have Linux. A couple things I do want to point out that are great. Here is the FUZE Microsoft Outlook extension. Let me show you what that looks like. So in your email, under your Home tab, you will have this really nice displayed FUZE link. And what you can do is actually schedule straight from your outbox, email boxes, a meeting, change your account settings, have some meeting options as to how you want people to enter their sessions, check for any updates. You can sign in. I strongly suggest you sign in, create an account with FUZE, but it's a really nice extension, and you do all that when you come over here and you click on FUZE for Microsoft Outlook. Now, another great integration that FUZE offers is the FUZE for Google Calendar. And how that looks is when you click on a box to create an event, you have this nice button right here. It's called Create a FUZE Meeting, and it too will allow you to save those in your Google Calendar, which is really nice. So we're going to go ahead and click on the new FUZE for Windows. I do just want to stop and make a point. Those people that were using FUZE Box back a couple months ago when we were first, or several months ago when we were first talking about it, you may need to update to the new FUZE. They have changed, obviously you can tell by the colors here, they have changed, and they are formerly FUZE Box but are now called FUZE, and the outlook and layout is much different. So we're going to go ahead and click on New FUZE for Windows. I'm using Google Chrome, so it downloads down here in the bottom corner. Of course, Firefox will download at the top. You'll want to go ahead and run the FUZE. I'm going to go ahead and minimize. So this does take a few minutes to download, but it will be saved on your computer. I do need to mention that it will not save an icon on your desktop. You will need to go in and tell it to do that under All Programs. Up here at the top, you will find FUZE once it gets done. Oh, there it is. Here's FUZE. You can put your mouse on top of it, right-click, and tell it to send to, and then you can put desktop, and it'll create an icon on your desktop for FUZE right there. So real easy to create your own icon on the desktop, but it will not do that for you. So this is what the new FUZE looks like. You can see that I've had a couple test runs today with some meetings. Down here at the bottom, you can create an instant meeting, schedule a meeting, or if someone says, hey, jump in here, we're going to send you the meeting number, you could just automatically join right here. So let me see if I can get into any of these. I'm not sure if they're still up and running. I am going to leave my camera and my microphone off because I am doing a screen capture and I don't want to conflict with one screen capture for another. So I will be leaving those off. So I'm going to go ahead and say start a meeting. Now it's probably going to tell me I'm the only one in there.
You are the only participant in this meeting. You'll hear a beep until someone joins.
And that's okay. So we're going to have to get past this beep for a little while. What I'm going to do is to show you real quick some of the things that you can do. Up here in the upper right hand corner you have your exit. This will take you out of the meeting when you're ready to leave. Here in the center top is your meeting number, so if you needed to send this to somebody because you forgot to invite them on the email list, you can easily copy this to your clipboard and just stick it in an email real quick. Copy all the meeting info. That would be like the total meeting email that you sent. Down here in the bottom right, we have, again, another way to invite people or copy the meeting URL to send to somebody. This one is your permissions. It allows you to mute people. My auto accept is on. That means as people join, they automatically enter the meeting. I don't have to click and accept them each time. They are allowed to raise flags if they have questions or need to interrupt. I can undock them, and I can hide them if I don't want to see them. Down here is a nice chat box. This is used if you need to ask a question or interrupt and you didn't want to do that with your voice. You could do it with a quick chat group. Here in the bottom left is my settings. Here's where you'll check your speakers. So if you're having any difficulty hearing the group, you might want to check your speakers or test your speaker to see if it's on the right one. If you're not able to get your camera to work, you may need to come up here and look at which cameras you have plugged in and change that. And you can see that the microphone is grabbing my voice, so it's moving right there. Down here is also where I could unmute my microphone and unmute my camera. And here's my volume. So down here in the center is the really important piece. It's the little screen with the plus sign. When you click on that, that brings up this little tab. You will only have this if you are the moderator or be able to share it with other people if you're the moderator, and you can pass moderators from one person to the other. So one of the things it gives you is a whiteboard. So as I click that, you're going to see that all the people are going to come up here and be a little smaller, and I have a whiteboard that you can see I was writing on. You can change your thicknesses, you can change colors. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with this board. If you want to write, you could write. I'm using my mouse right now, but that's options that you have. Change how big you want it to be. If you need more whiteboard space, you want to make that smaller. I'm going to click it again. I can also create just a quick note where I just use typing and tell it I can use the bold and the underline and the italics. Oops, sorry, wrong button. And right here, you can upload documents that you want to share with people. So I have this little fake syllabus sheet that if I uploaded this, and all I would have to do is go up and add content, browse my computer for the document, PowerPoint, whatever I would like to use, and then once it's here, you click on it, and everyone that's in the meeting can see it. I can share my screen. I am the primary monitor. This is my secondary monitor right there. So that's the other monitor I have with the time on it. And then I can come up here and tell it to stop. And I come back to my main monitor, which you can't see, but I'm just explaining it. Applications. These are other applications, web pages that are open on my desktop underneath. And I can click on these and actually share just that website with you. So then you wouldn't see emails pop up and things like that if I chose to do that. So FUZE, really great conferencing tool. If you have any questions or need any help, please don't hesitate to call me, email me, let me know what you need. I'd be more than happy to help you. Good luck with your FUZE meetings, and hope we have one together soon.